let's start off with the Borderlands movie review. So Act 1, right? I'm going to start off with the good, and I'm going to go bad, then end with good. Try to end with good. I don't even know if I can. Like, I don't even know if I literally physically cannot do that. The only good thing, in my opinion, the only good thing, in my opinion, was Claptrap's CGI. And, like, when you're watching the movie, and the beginning of the movie starts off with Kevin Hart rescuing Tiny Tina, right? And you're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be great. It's not. It's not. None of it's great. You're sitting down in the theater and you're watching Kevin Hart rescue Tiny Tina and, you know, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. It's setting up the characters, right? Setting up them going to Pandora. And there's no time to get a hold of these characters and kind of like feel, you know, you're entwined with the characters. So that happens. Tiny Tina meets Roland. They get rescued. Krieg's in there for some reason and they're best friends. Tina and Krieg are best friends for some reason. He says a line from Borderlands 2, and it just fucking misses. It misses. I was sitting there in the room, and I was like, "What am I watching?" When I say when there were jokes delivered in this movie, and one fucking person laughed. That's it. One person laughed. They probably haven't played the game like I have for 10 fucking years. 10 years. I have played this game. I was excited for when they announced this movie for Eli Roth, the director from, was it The Last of Us? And he left. We get introduced to Lilith. She's in a bar. She's a bounty hunter, I guess. She keeps repeating, "I'm not a vault hunter." What is Borderlands about? Hunting vaults. That's what Borderlands is about. So we go from there. We meet Lilith, destroys all these guys, knocks out 3 of them with, you know, her pistol, whatever. Then you meet the main villain of the fucking movie, Atlas. Literally, his name is Atlas. Atlas is the main villain of this movie. Yeah. In my opinion, there's a really cool cutaway. A rack is flying down and it stabs a skag, and that's it. That's all you see is the rack and skag, and that's all you see besides the Thresher when they're driving away and running away from Atlas. The movie is so fast-paced. It's going and going and going and going and going and going. And you're sitting there and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And, like, I literally, when I mean this, I cannot pay attention to it. Like, I had no idea what was going on. Because the movie was going so fucking fast. Lilith lands on Pandora after accepting the Atlas, the bounty, to find Tina, who is Atlas's daughter, right? The daughter of Iridia that can only open the vault. Really? Okay, so what the fuck? Why? Why is Tina, quote unquote, able to open the vault? Because she was made with Iridian blood, or DNA, or whatever you want to call it. This movie is a shithole. So after Lilith talks to Atlas and gets the bounty, and then she lands on the planet, she's like, God, I hate this planet. I hate your acting. She's constantly just griping and bitching and moaning through the entire fucking movie. When I say that these props, when Krieg gets his gear, they look like something from a Dollar General store. After that, Lilith goes and finds Tiny Tina, and she's like, oh, my dad, blah, 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 I can't wait to see my daddy, blah, 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 and Tiny Tina does her Tiny Tina thing that's not even close to what Tiny Tina was in the games. In my opinion, hated it. Literally, there was like 4 people in the theater when I went. Atlas shows up. They say, return Tina, blah, blah, blah. Roland's wanted. After that, they do a whole car chase through Pandora. And they go to Piss Wash Gully. The actual piss. Which is like, the fuck.
It's Pete. It's Pete. Why do you think it's called Piss Wash? How did I get the name?
But, like I said, I can't follow the movie. It's just so much going on. There's so much going on. So, after that, they go to Sanctuary. They fix the car, and, you know, Krieg's lifting up the car because he's super strong, I guess, and he's being a jack, and they're like, oh, the power of friendship, blah, blah. I don't know if that was a reference to the Power Friendship bracelet or whatever it was in the Tiny Tina DLC. I don't know. There was, in my opinion, zero fan service. Zero. And I was watching this film, and I'm just like, what is going on? So after they get to Sanctuary, they talk to Moxie, and of course, Bobby Lee's in it. I don't know why the fuck Bobby Lee is in Borderlands, the movie. No disrespect to Bobby Lee, but it just felt forced. The comedy just felt forced. A bunch of shit happens. They meet Tannis. Oh my god, Tannis. I love Jamie Lee Curtis in other films like Halloween. She's awesome. But her as Patricia Tannis, no. No. I just can't. There's nothing good about her character. She was like 80. All of them were old. Besides Tiny Tina and Krieg. Like, Kate Blanchett, however you say her name, she was like 70, dude. And I'm not saying anything against old people, but fuck, man. So they meet Tannis, they're in Sanctuary, they're talking about the vault key, they open the vault key goes, oh, there's a bunch of other shit. I'm probably going to be skipping over parts in this movie that I don't even remember because it is that fucking forgettable. It is so fucking bad. There's another thing that's pretty good about the movie. I liked Marcus. Marcus was okay. He was okay. A was Marcus. It was okay. It was fine. The one thing, why didn't I hear, oh, you want to hear another story, eh? Like, why didn't we hear that? Perfect opportunity, the opening of the movie. You want to hear another story. Perfect opportunity. The movie should have been animated, in my opinion, and it would have been 20 times better if they just went with the source material, but that's just me. They fight Bobby Lee, or something happens to Bobby Lee, I can't remember. They sneak out of Sanctuary, they go through Caustic Caverns, and Caustic Caverns is literally a sewer with acid. That's it. In Borderlands 2, Caustic Caverns was a gigantic doll corporation digging site that was just awesome. It was awesome. Borderlands the movie, it was literally the sewer with acid, and they find, what was it? I don't know if it was Bloodshots. I don't remember. It was bandits. And they're fighting, and of course there's Kevin Hart jokes. You know, they're fighting, the Ace of Spades comes on from Motorhead, and it's just a whole cutscene, or a whole scene of them fighting and song playing, and I was like, whatever. So that happens. And another thing that happens is when they get done, they have to leave Roland behind because he has to fix the elevator. And of course, he makes a Kevin Hart joke after he lives through the 500 million bandits that pile drive him to the ground. But I'm not kidding. There was like 100 of them. And I don't know how he survived. There was no respawn thing there, no new use stations. So they get out of there, they get the Caustic Caverns, they go up to the top, and, you know, Atlas is there, the Volt's there, and just finds out that Tiny Tina is not the daughter of Iridia or whatever, and she can't open the vault, so who comes there? Oh, the Firehawk. The Firehawk shows up, opens the vault, they do a big fight. General Knox changes sides to help Roland, and immediately gets obliterated. Like, it was so fast. Like, my brother thought it was so funny. I thought it was funny. It was so fast. They have a whole fight. Lilith lands. She gets her Firehawk powers. Gives Roland a shield when shields are part of the game. Don't understand why they didn't have shields in the movie. That's kind of dumb. She opens the vault. They go inside the vault with Atlas. Crom has like maybe 2 minutes of screen time. Krieg pushes Crom off into a hole. He dies. They go into the vault. Atlas is like, finally, all the Iridian technology I can have. The vault monster is literally tentacles. Pulls them away. Eats them. That's it. Literally, that's it. That is the whole entire of the film. Like, I cannot express this enough that this film moved so fast. I had no idea what was going on. Like, I literally was like, what am I doing? Like, I was eating my popcorn and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? The two things that I liked was Claptrap CGI and Marcus. Marcus was fine. Marcus was Marcus, you know? So, I mean, other than that, like, my entire opinion on this film was just... It's bad, man. Like, the notes I have here in front of me is like, what is good to say about it? Nothing besides those two things. What is bad to say about it? Literally everything else in the film. There's nothing good about this film. Nothing.